Hi guys, it's Melissa from My Kosher Keto Life. So I have to start by really apologizing to you all. I know that in the beginning my intentions were going to be to upload a video every single week. First of all, it was going to be an update, a recipe, and also a what I ate in a day. I did not realize that it was going to take so much effort in terms of figuring out how to edit things on a computer versus my phone, because I was using my phone in the beginning, and since then my phone has run out of space almost entirely, so I can't really use my phone anymore, and now I have to use my computer instead. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it when I'm recording a how-to in terms of a recipe, and obviously going around throughout my day and kind of having little snippets of what I eat in a day, and then editing it out. So again, I'm really sorry. That's partially one of the reasons why I have not been available, or aka MIA. Another reason is that I've kind of been a little bit lax with keto lately, very recently. Last weekend, I went off of keto completely. I was picking up things I shouldn't have, and I started to go downhill and go back to my old habits in terms of not being able to control my portions. So I was making mandel bread for Shabbos, and I started having a bunch of pieces, not just one, but I had a bunch. And while I was off, I decided, okay, let me go ahead and get more things in that I know that I shouldn't normally have. And it ended up spiraling a little bit, and throughout the week last week I really worked hard on trying to keep it simple and take it back to the basics to get myself back on track. And I was really successful. I think within 4 days or so I lost about 4 pounds, just getting back to where I was and losing more. So I was actually really excited because I had gone out of a number range. So I started out on a particular number range, and I skipped and I went through the next 10, and then I went to my next number. So I was really excited. So altogether, I lost about 13 pounds. And then again, lo and behold, comes Friday and Saturday and Sunday this weekend. And again, I was stressed for certain reasons, and I ended up eating a lot of things that I shouldn't have. I had slices of pizza on Sunday, and I had desserts. I had an ice cream party on Saturday with some friends. So needless to say, I'm back where I was in terms of focusing now on keeping it simple and taking it back to the basics for this week in order to kind of see those results. Sorry for this little reflection over here. I'm watching The Bachelor at the same time. That means that you guys are really important if I'm stopping to watch The Bachelor so I can talk to you. Oh, and here's my new light fixture. As you guys can see, I love how you guys are joining me on my journey of updating my house. So now you can see my dining room. So before it was really ugly light fixture, now it's a little prettier, and I love it. But anyhow, I would love to give you guys an update on how much I have lost, but I don't think it's accurate, and I'm not going to be focusing so much on that right now. So like I had said, I had lost about 13 pounds or so. Then this past week kind of messed that up a little bit. I'm up a few more pounds. And so hopefully I'll give you guys an update next week if I get around to that, in terms of how I'm doing with weight loss. For this week, my goal is literally to go back to the basics and keep it simple and just try to get back into the swing of keto, because I do have to try really hard to get back on track. I don't want this to be a weekly occurrence. And I'm also, God willing, going to Orlando at the end of the month of February. Tomorrow's February 1st. I'm going February 19th. I have 19, 20 days to lose some weight, because I will be walking around. You'll be going to the parks, at least one of the days, just doing a little family vacation, and I don't want to have to spend most of it just, in pain with my ankles and my feet and my back. So I'm really going to try to focus so that I can lose something. I really have to keep that in mind. So I decided today I was going to go through some of the basics for you guys. I had a friend who expressed interest in keto and wanted to know about it, and I figured, why not? I'm basically going to really try hard to keep things, simple for now, so I could start seeing some positive results. So I just wanted to go through some of the basics, and I wrote down some notes here. So for keto, I think the best place to start, if you're looking to start keto, the main things that you should focus on are your carbs and your sugar. The first thing being your carbs. I would definitely cut back on your carbs. So typically, people who follow a ketogenic lifestyle have about 20 to 25 carbs per day, net carbs per day. Other people have differing opinions in terms of regular carbs. This is what I find to be a little more doable. I can't imagine doing 25 regular carbs a day. It doesn't make any sense. So I have 20 to 25 net carbs a day. Net carbs are basically where you take the total carbs and you subtract the fiber and the sugar alcohols from it. And that's considered net carbs. Those are the carbs that affect your blood sugars and things like that. So the first thing you want to do is cut back on your carbs a bit. You also inherently want to cut back on your sugar because sugar obviously is converted into fat and is stored in your body, and it's also used as your energy levels when you are fuel efficient with carbs. So and carbs turn into sugar, which turns into fat. Okay, so basically, if you're going to be watching your carbs, you can't have high sugar foods because your carb intake is going to be too high. So for example, right, one banana has 20 net carbs, I believe, or close to 20 net carbs in one single banana. That's your entire allowance on keto. So therefore, no carby foods like bananas, potatoes, a lot of certain squashes, like butternut squash, things like that. No breads, pastas, legumes. A lot of things are off the table right now. And so another thing I wanted to say was the resources that have helped me. So for me, I really enjoyed the book Simply Keto by Suzanne Ryan. She is really a very realistic, down-to-earth person that had lost over 120 pounds doing keto, and you kind of follow her journey. Her cookbook is really good because it's very simple. Now, I have the other cookbook called The Keto Diet by Leanne Vogel. Personally, I'm not such a fan of it because there's very interesting recipes and ingredients, and she's a vegetarian, and that doesn't really match my lifestyle. A lot of the recipes I found to just be like a little too much in terms of trying to make it work. So I definitely recommend Suzanne Ryan. You can look her up on Instagram. She's also under the Keto Karma. I think it's called Keto Karma. I really resonated with her stories, and I liked her YouTube videos of the weekly YouTube keto plans. So I recommend her. Another way to help figure out how to do keto is through Reddit. Looking under those Reddit's the keto subreddit, keto recipes. Instagram is a really good tool if you find somebody. I happen to really like following someone named Kosher Keto, I believe, or Keto Kosher. I never remember. I think it's Kosher Keto, Keto Kosher. And his name is Moshe Block. He is really, really talented with food, and he makes delicious recipes, especially shops recipes like Paquito Kugel and jambalaya, and just delicious food. Definitely follow him. Definitely Pinterest has been really amazing for me. Basically, I'll look up anything that I'm in the mood for. So if I'm in the mood for coconut chicken, I'll type in keto coconut chicken, keto sushi, keto cheesecake, keto cookies, keto desserts. Okay, you guys get the picture. You guys type in keto breakfasts, keto lunches, anything like that. Just put the word keto in and you'll get so many options. So I really recommend that as well. And also, Low Carb Love on YouTube is a really great channel to follow. Low Carb Love puts lots of recipes as well, and she's fun to watch. And I just love looking at YouTube and just trying to find people and their own personal journeys. So those are the basic, resources that I followed. The best app in order to track your carbs is Carb Manager. You put in your food and it tells you exactly how many net carbs. It does the math for you. So you just put your food in, and that's where I would start first, is just watch your carbs. And eventually you can check your other macros, but I think that's the most important macro to follow, and you don't want it to be too overwhelming. Another tip is, once you get used to putting your food into Carb Manager, start making note of the net carbs for each of the foods that you like. So if you're interested in eggs, and your eggs, 2 of them have 1 net carb, or half an avocado is 1 net carb, or an ounce of cheese has 0, or whatever it might be, make sure you understand so you can do the math quickly in your mind. And the way I like to break it down is to have, let's say, 3 meals that are about roughly 6 net carbs each, and having like a snack, possibly for 2 net carbs. So I decided I'll give you guys just like a quick rundown of some of the breakfasts, lunches, dinners I've been having, especially that have helped me last week on my reboot in terms of the keeping it simple and really seeing good results. So beginning of the week, I will usually prepare one or two breakfasts. A lot of times I do chia pudding, like you guys have seen. My recipe is in some of my previous videos or on my Instagram account. My Instagram account is mill_gets_well. Mill gets well. And I have a lot of recipes there that are keto. You guys should check it out. So a lot of the recipes that I'll reference are going to be found there. So I really like making a couple breakfasts. So I make the chia pudding and I serve that with peanut butter, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and some strawberries. And that breakfast is roughly 5 net carbs, so that's totally fine. A lot of times I like eggs. I do hard-boiled eggs, so I'll do 2 hard-boiled eggs with leftover veggies, which is what I'm having tomorrow. I'll do scrambled eggs with cheese or butter. I'll do a quiche, which I really enjoy, and that's also in another recipe in the past. You guys will see, and you guys will probably crack up from because there's a really funny part in it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. So last week I did a quiche, and that was amazing. I made 6 portions. I had 1 portion a day. I brought like a little guacamole with me for 2 net carbs. I brought sometimes nuts with me on the side or cheese with me. It was such a simple breakfast. That was really good, and it kept me full for a long time. A lot of times I'll do coffees in the beginning of the day. I'll do just a little bit of coffee with some monk fruit sweetener and a splash of heavy cream. That is what I put in my breakfast coffee. I don't usually put butter or oil like a lot of other people do in order to make it a bulletproof coffee. I'll just have a light coffee with some heavy cream and then a breakfast because coffee does not fill me up, sorry. So I'll do those types of breakfasts. Sometimes I will do a pancake bake, which again is one of the videos that I've already made. It's a delicious recipe. I loved it. So I would do that with coffee for breakfast. Sometimes I've done keto bagels. Type in keto bagels. That's really good. It doesn't taste like a bagel, so don't be fooled, but it is very good. And I will put some avocado, tomato, maybe a scrambled egg on there, and it's delicious. It's very filling. I've also done chaffles. If you don't know what chaffles are, go research them, right? Type in keto chaffles. They're essentially a cheese waffle, and you can layer it also as if it's bread. There is a recipe on my Instagram that I had put in from Pinterest, which is white bread chaffle. It is a parve option, which means there's no dairy. So I used to make that with my hamburgers. So I had a bun. So those are a couple breakfast options. A long time ago, I used to make keto granola, which was very good, but I don't make it. I haven't made it since. It's pretty addictive for me, so I don't do that. Lunch is typically salad, some sort of salad. So a lot of times I will do some cabbage slaw because it's already chopped up in a bag. I'll put some raw tuna on there, like from the can, and I'll put fresh, sunflower seeds afterwards, and I make a delicious dressing, which is also one of my previous Instagram posts, as well as one of my previous videos. That's a really easy breakfast lunch, and it's very, very delicious. And other times I would just do a regular vegetable salad with some lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and some celery sometimes, and pickles. Like, it depends on what I'm in the mood for. Sometimes olives for fat, and a protein. So tomorrow I'm doing tuna salad. Actually, guys, this is a quick recipe for my tuna salad. It is so good. I typically make this salad with corn instead of tuna, but because I'm not having corn, this is a good option. So I take tuna, put it into a bowl, and I chop up Israeli pickles, roasted red peppers, fresh dill, salt, pepper, and mayo, and a little bit of lemon juice. Mix that all up and serve that on top. So that's what I'm having tomorrow with some sunflower seeds, which I really enjoy on my salad, and my delicious dressing. Tomorrow I'm just going to do olive oil, lemon, and salt and pepper just to keep it different, and I'm not in the mood to make a better dressing right now. So that's my breakfast. For snacks, I typically try to keep it to something portioned. So I'll have like a cheese stick. Sometimes I'll pre-portion some nuts. Sometimes if I'm really in the mood, I'll have chocolate. They do make, again, I've posted about other chocolates in the past. And a really good snack that I've really started to like lately is seaweed snacks from Costco. They are higher in fat. It's only 100 calories for the entire package, and it's like 7 grams of fat and like 0 carbs. So it's a really good option to have. It's just fun to snack on, a little salty, and that's really good. I really enjoy that. And then for dinner, I'll usually just make a protein with extra fat and some vegetables on the side. So it could be salmon, it could be chicken, it could be a Beyond Burger, a regular burger, tilapia, flounders, whatever it is I'm in the mood for. And I pair it with some sort of vegetables on the side, and I do put some fat on it, whether it's oils, butter, or like a fettuccine sauce that I make, or truffle mayo, whatever I'm in the mood for, I kind of pack it on it and just really enjoy it. And for desserts, guys, for like the weekends, a lot of times I'll make one dessert. I'll try to make one dessert so I don't go overboard. I do have a really good chocolate chip cookie recipe that I've posted in the past. It's on my Instagram account, again, Mel_gets_well, and it's really helpful because it is part and it's delicious. I also have a brownie recipe I've tried, which is pretty good, but this cookie recipe is my favorite. So that's basically it for you guys today. So just for the plan is for this week, I'm going to really try to be more present. I'm going to try to make some what I eat in a day videos just so you guys can see, but I have to figure out how to edit those and post those on my YouTube account. But I'm really excited. I really hope to get back in the swing of things. And guys, this is what my genuine journey is about. Like, I want you to see that my journey is not linear. It's not just going to be expected, oh, losing. Like, at this point, I'm probably at like maybe like close to 10 pounds, and it's almost been 3 months. But again, I took a little hiatus. I've been distracted. I've been sick. I've been all over the place. This is real life for me, and I'm enjoying. But the really good thing, guys, I wanted to tell you is that this weekend I saw my parents and my sister and my family that I haven't seen them for like about a month. And most people had said, like, wow, I can't believe it. You look really, really good. You can really tell a difference. So that makes me feel nice, just because I've been a little off and not really on my game. It's okay. I'm just going to get right back up and I'm going to work at it. So for today, I'll tell you guys what I ate. I had for breakfast 2 hard-boiled eggs with some everything seasoning and some leftover veggies from the weekend. So I had Costco veggies that were roasted with some olive oil and some string beans on there. And I also had it with guacamole on the side from Costco. Super easy breakfast. Lunch, and I had a little bit of a coffee in the morning. Lunch was salad with this tuna salad that I'm telling you guys about, and my favorite dressing and some sunflower seeds. I did have some seaweed snacks as a snack, and when I got home, that's usually my problem because that's when I'll start picking at things. I did pick at some food. I had this delicious dip that I made, a zucchini eggplant dip, which is technically okay. I did have a lot of it. It was really good. And for dinner, because I had a lot of it, I didn't have too much dinner. I had a piece of chicken and I had some cauliflower mushroom soup that I just made tonight. And I was full. I really was full. Guys, I'm so tired right now. I'm like falling asleep. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you can tell it's been a pretty busy weekend and already a busy start to my week. Wow. So I'm really happy that I'm back here with you guys. I do really want to post some more things. I do have to figure out how to video record with my computer. Like, it's a little bit tedious with recording in this kitchen with my computer on my desk. On the counter. I'm not really sure how to go about it. If anyone has any ideas, please let me know. But I will get back to you hopefully later this week to give you guys an update on how this week has been. So as of today, I weighed myself, and I'll let you guys know as the week progresses how it's going. I hope to get back to my Friday weigh-in. So today's Monday, so hopefully I'll have a few days until Friday and I'll let you guys know. But I'm not keeping track of my weeks anymore. I don't even know what number week this might be. So I'm going to have to give you guys an update next time. But it was really good kind of being open and honest with you guys about what's going on. I hope if you have any questions about keto and you want to ask me, please let me know. Please post in the comments and I will try my best to get back with you if I have an answer. I have seen a recipe for keto bread that I do want to try. Also, guys, like I said, I'm going to Orlando at the end of the month. I need ideas. I do need to meal prep some food before I go because I'm not going to have an oven. I'm going to have a microwave and a refrigerator, so I'd like to bring some things I can prepare. Maybe I'll prepare one breakfast and some lunch proteins and bring that with me. Dinners will probably be going out for some of them, and I want to be able to try to keep it as close to keto as possible because this past week I didn't share with you, I forgot, but I really felt crappy after I ate all this, all these carbs. I am much more low energy lately. As of like today, I was really tired. I've been like nauseous. I've been really bloated and like really full feeling and just like uncomfortable. I definitely feel a difference. So I just want to let you guys know. Those are definitely some of the side effects that I'm having. And of course, my weight went up a lot. So I want to try to get that back down. But if you guys have any tips of foods to bring with me on vacation, I do want to bring string cheeses because those are, portioned. I do want to bring avocados, avocado guacamoles because those are personally packaged and portioned, and that's easy to just throw in for lunch or breakfast. But I need ideas what to bring with me on day trips. So if anyone has ideas, it would be totally appreciated. If I get around to coming up with great ideas, then I will definitely make a video for you guys for whoever else is traveling. Kosher and keto, it's definitely a challenge because you can't just eat at every restaurant. There are only specific restaurants that you can choose. So, I do want to kind of loop you guys in once I do make those decisions and once I have some ideas. So please let me know if you have any ideas. And I look forward to getting back with you guys and letting you know how things are going. And if you have any questions, again, please feel free to reach out. And I'm going to try and be more active. Again, the purpose of this is really for myself and for anyone else out there who might be on a keto journey or someone who's interested in keto, especially someone who's kosher as well and wants some ideas on how to make it work for them. So I hope that this video has helped you in your journey. If you are also struggling to stay keto all the time, know that it's okay. It's part of life. Life is not necessarily linear, and it's okay to have your ups and downs as long as you get back on track and you don't make it into a habit. And that's with anything. So instead of beating yourself up or beating myself up in like I have in the past where I get really mad at why I didn't have more resolve and more ability to control my choices, instead start looking at it with like a curious eye of like, okay, this is where I've been. I wonder what happened this week. Why did I go with the food? Was I stressed? Was I frustrated? Was I annoyed? Was I anxious? And kind of, challenge yourself a little bit and see what you can come up with and figure out how you can make it work for you next time around. Okay, guys, time for me to hit the sack. I will speak to you next time. Thanks again for joining. Bye.